I started having, occasional joint pain. One of my fingers on my left hand was like weird and not straightening. And then I developed some swelling in other fingers. It took me a little while. I finally saw a doctor and they worked me up for rheumatoid arthritis. They were convinced from the get-go. I did not want to accept that because to me that meant, our rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune disease and I couldn't accept that like my body wasn't working. It wasn't okay for me. So I was like, no, it's a virus. Months passed, didn't go away,
pain,
got
swelling.
Progressively worse. I had MRI of my hand done. I have like I have it today, even a pocket of swelling. I mean, it's pure fluid and there was like no denying what this is. So I finally was like, okay. And that to me was like a hard acceptance. The day I was like, I have rheumatoid arthritis was very hard for me. And on one hand, I see so much worse. So I hated talking about it, I hated getting emotional about it. I hated being upset about it because I was like, these people have cancer, these people's children have cancer, like this is manageable. It sucks and it's painful as anything. To me to say I had it, I was like, all right, I'll start meds. The meds have not been amazing to say the least. I've had almost, it's like 10 months of pain. I've had like maybe 7 good days in 10-month period where I'm not in pain, but I've kind of learned to deal with this pain. And in terms of my lifting, through the bad days, the good days, I lift. But what happens, I literally cry through squats. And everyone knows me in there. If I can't finish my bench, I'm like really angry. And it's like, and everyone's like, no, it's okay, it's understandable. And all I think is like, no, it's not okay. Why isn't my body working? What is it doing to me? Sorry. It's very upsetting to me that it's like, in the way diseases go, I guess like it could be worse, but this is lifelong. It's not going away. And I have to amend around it. And I'm too active to like limp and have such debilitating pain. Over the weekend, I was with my sister and I had a bad day. I want to say Friday, Saturday. It was like really hard days because it was humid out and I now know like what affects me. And I couldn't get up so fast off a chair. It's like I'm an old lady sometimes. And she looks at me and she's like, you never told us how debilitating this really was. And I was like, I said, cause like whatever, I'm managing. But like even just last week, I was like in the mood to clean up. So I like got on the floor of my pantry and started arranging everything. And I had to call my husband to come get me up. I really that day squatted 182.5 pounds and I couldn't open a package for my son when he came home from school because my hands were so inflamed. I couldn't like open a stupid toy package. And of course I start like crying because I'm like, I can't open this. And my son, it's okay, Mom. I'm like, no, it's not. I will do this for you. It took me 15 minutes. I did it. I think I got a scissor. I don't know what I did. My son Mo is 9 and my little one is 4, Saul. Sarah's gonna be 12. She's in 6th grade and she comes to WC Girls and she loves it here. And she also likes that like she's doing something I'm doing. Like she's like, oh, Mommy goes there. And she also likes that everybody knows her here. She feels like at home. Yeah. They love coming. They love seeing how strong Mommy is. Yeah. To them, there's nothing I can't do or lift, which is cool, except when I get lazy and they make me do it. But to them, it's not, like Daddy's gonna do this and, Mommy can't do that. And it's cool for them to see. I need to take care of my own kids and I need to take care of a lot of people's sick children. And for that, I have to keep myself fit. I can't give into this. And I think lifting helps me not give into it in certain ways. And it actually helps me feel better because I start my mornings off very swollen, very stiff and shaky. Yeah. And as my day progresses, the more I move, the better I feel. Yeah. Sometimes I want to jump around, but jumping's probably not the best idea for bad joints. And it may sound funny, like that I would put a bar with weight on my back and squat with such horrible knees. And the first 5, I'm so much pain. And I'm like, am I crazy? And then I get to 175 pounds and I'm fine and the pain is gone. And I think that's a big thing for any arthritis, especially RA, is movement. You just have to move.
Warm up.
Yeah, you have to warm yourself up. And I think, starting Strength Barbell Club is the safest way to do this because someone's watching me all the time. It's progressive. I can stop. If I feel today's a bad day, I'm not just giving up. I will take it lighter. I'll go less. I'll get it the next day. And I think that adjustment for how you're feeling is important. It's like eat well, exercise, do what I need to do, but as an autoimmune goes, it doesn't care. I always say that about cancer. It's like not biased. It doesn't care who you are, what you are, how healthy you are, you know? Like, yes, there's some that are caused by certain things, but that's autoimmune diseases also. I don't care who you are and like how healthy you are, it's gonna come. It's gonna do it. And so what I think, and I say this to myself often, I'm not doing this I can't think of it as in spite. And that's where I'm having, like in spite of my disease. I'm like, haha, like you think you're gonna get me, but I think that's the wrong way to look at it. I think I have to think I'm doing this because of my disease and not in spite of it. You know, there's also the naysayers that think I got RA because I lift, which is like the craziest thing I've ever heard. I'm trying to tell them like I have an autoimmune. It doesn't matter what you do, your body just randomly decides to attack itself, which is fine, but I said, I'm helping myself. My mom every day, she's like, that's too heavy. Your knees are bad. I'm like, no, Ma, they're making them better. They're not making them bad. And there's so many people, they're like, do you think you got this because you lifted? I'm like, you're crazy. I say I'm limping in the morning and I leave my lifting and I feel better. So like, obviously something's happening.
You've seen it improve pain by the end of the workout.
100%. My husband laughs when he's like, all right, let's lift this couch. And I'm like, setting my back. As a CPR teacher, as a nurse, part of our job is teaching. I love teaching people and I like seeing the benefits of teaching people. So that's like one aspect. And I also, like I said before, the health benefits that I think I'm able to kind of be like, you know, I recently spoke to someone, like they speak of hyperglycemia being cured from lifting. And to me, that's like really cool because it's taking, you know, there's medicines, which I firmly believe in, but also trying to let your body help itself and, you know, stimulating its own growth and its own medicine, so to speak. So I thought they all kind of went hand in hand. And it is really cool to see progression people make and people coming in here with back pain, leaving with nothing. It's really cool. And I also really enjoy, what I really love is the older population. The women who are supposed to be lunching and, you know, maybe going to the 7 doctor's appointments a day are like lifting 130 pounds. It's amazing for me to see. I think that's really cool.
There it is.